on, fellers, and welcome to this new series that I'm doing, where we are going to have a director of football slash non-league to legend journeyman kind of thing. Where, as you can see, I am in charge of Hemel Hempstead town in the National League South. It is going to be based more or less in the top divisions, or I suppose not the top divisions, but the top European countries. And I've chosen England because I've done saves in Germany in my stream beta save. Twitch.tv/Foggy_plays will be linked in the description down below. I have also done I'm currently doing a proper journeyman on stream, where I started with Cove Ramblers in Ireland because I live in Cove. Then I went to Sabel Baki in Azerbaijan, and I'm currently at East Bengal in India. So yeah, like I said, twitch.tv/Foggy_plays if you want to watch that. But this will be completely different. This will never be on stream. But the reason I chose England was because I've never done a proper save there. I did a short save, like a short personal save, as Wigan Athletic because I'm a Wigan fan. Unfortunately, I ended up deleting the file halfway through the second season. So that was unfortunate. I saved over it with a different file by mistake. So I haven't really gone back to do that now. So what I'm doing instead is I'm just taking over at, as I said, Hemel Hempstead, because I hadn't managed in England and I wanted to start in kind of the lowest division possible. I have gone through all the meetings and inductions because it's things you've seen hundreds of times before. And like I said, it's a director of football save. We don't actually have a director of football, so I have put out a job application for that. So I've sent out, we sent out a search for a director of football, and where is it? The board asked me, was there anything else I wanted? And I said I wanted a senior affiliate, and to my surprise, they said fine. We do have Watford as a senior affiliate at the moment, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully, when I do get a director of football in, he can do something for us, because I have already taken everybody out of my under-23s and my under-18s because we're lacking players. This is literally every person we have at the club. Lloyd Doyley is by far and away our best right back, and he's one of our best centre backs. Darren Ward is, as you can see, quite relatively old, and he also can't train after he plays a match because of an injury he's had, a recurring injury, because his knees are destroyed. They're made of jelly at this stage. Other than that, like, Billy Clifford's quite good, Jordan Parks is quite good. The goalkeeper's probably going to be the one we flip around between most. Joe Ho. Eddie Joe Howe is the only kind of main person that could interchange, because himself and Kyle Connolly, there's not a huge amount of difference between the two of them. So they'll be the only ones that are probably going to be bringing in on a regular basis. Tactically, we don't have, like I said, we don't have many players, so we've kind of been forced into playing with a DM where we only really have one. I would have preferred to play with an attacking midfielder because that's the formation I prefer. But we don't have... I forgot, Sanchez Watt is quite a good player as well. But I would prefer to have an attacking midfielder, but that would mean Clifford would have to play there, and then we're not kind of in the best situation, should I say, for central midfielders. So I've just gone with the DM for now. With the director of football, if they decide to bring in a better DM or like maybe one central midfielder who could go straight into the first team, then maybe I go for the attacking midfield. From what I can see at the minute, ideally, when we do get a director of football, they would bring in probably a new left back, maybe a new goalkeeper, at least one centre back, one central midfielder maybe, a right winger, probably could do with a striker, and maybe a backup left winger. So we basically need at least one of everything. I have gone with a direct counter attack because I don't know how good this team will be at holding possession. So we're just going to go with the direct counter attack for now until we find out what we're going to end up getting. One side note is Connor Diamond is a player that when I started to save and I had a look at the team, I thought this guy would be a good addition as central midfielder or centre back or even a DM. He's on loan at Kensington and I can't recall him. And as you can see by the reports, he is quite a good player. I shouldn't even check to see if we're paying his. Yeah, we're paying half his wages anyway. I never checked. There's no transfers coming in. And finance wise, we've got just over 32.5 or just under 32,500 in the bank. Not a whole lot of wage budget to play around with. I'm probably just going to end up moving the transfer budget into wage budget. So whenever we do get a director of football in, then we could sign some players. Staff wise, we are quite limited. We have one assistant manager he's not very good. Our goalkeeping coach is quite good. It's Karen, who's the ex-Chelsea and Celtic goalkeeper. He's a good goalkeeper. Who's wanted by somebody? Wanted by 11 clubs. Oh. Well, we're probably not going to have him for much longer. Our chief scout is pretty bad. And we have one physio who is pretty bad. But other than that, there's not much I can do right now until we actually do get a director of football, because I'm going to leave everything up to them. So the director of football is going to be the one who brings in staff, brings in players, brings in youth players. So because of that, I haven't set anything up yet. The chairman is doing pretty much everything. It says I'm taking charge of transfers for now, but when I get a director of football, that'll be changing. So yeah, when a director of football comes along, or in about a week, when I get the offers for who wants to take the job, I will come back and we'll have a look and see who we end up bringing in. Okay, so it's taken 2 weeks for us to get people to come in looking for our director of football job. So at the moment, this is what we have. So we've Tony Gale, who would actually cost us money. So I'm just going to look at the unemployed director of footballs. So 6 and 6, Barry Venison, 5-6. 5-4 is not very good. So for Tony Gale, it's the best we've seen. Hello, Kerr. Just pop you down there. Thanks, pop my kit down. Trevor Collins, no. These English says Dougie, no. And Alan Crombie, no. So we are actually going to offer James Thorne the opportunity to become our director of football. Let's see. Would you take 150? No. 170. Okay, 180. No. 170. He's taking it. Fantastic. We saved ourselves €10. So we'll stop that. And hopefully he does sign. So we have played one friendly since Oh, so my chairman brought someone in instead for 250. Okay. Before we check him, we played Braintree, who are a National League team, and we beat them 2-1. So I have to say I can't complain about that. Billy Clifford and Jordan Parks. Jordan Parks scored a good free kick, but then again he has 17 free kick taking, so it's to be expected. So I went out of my way to bring in a director of football, and my chairman's done it instead. So Chris Turner. See, he's better. So okay, that's fine. See, what's this? He played for Man United, Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday, Leeds. No, not Milestone. Oh, actually, no, Milestones. So let's see. Since he retired, he's been Orient manager, Hartlepool, Sheffield Wednesday, Stockport, director of football at Hartlepool, and managed Hartlepool. And since then, he's been the director of football at Chesterfield before joining us. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just go ahead, and if he starts bringing in anybody, then we'll go ahead and I'll show you what the transfers are, and hopefully brings in somebody for most of the positions in the team. So the director of football has been at work, and he's been doing business, I suppose. He has brought a player in. I haven't looked at him yet, but the fans seem quite happy that he's here. So let's get it. Ward to introduce him. Perfect. Actually, on the talk of Ward has picked up an injury after our last game against Mildenhall. Small injury. It was only a couple of days, but it's the same thing, knee injury. We did only get the draw thanks to their grade out goalkeeper getting a goal for them or against them. So let's see what we've gotten. He's not bad. He's not very strong, but he's not bad. His passing isn't too bad. I could play him as a segundo volante, but he's not very good. Is he any good? He's not very brave, so he's not going to be a good ball-winning midfielder. But yeah, he's definitely an upgrade from what we had. I still don't know why you're doing that. Yeah, my assistant manager still thinks he's quite good. He's potential to be a League 2 player, which is nice. He's vulnerable in the air. He's 5'9". Okay, he's not tiny. He used to play for Wolves. And he took a year off. So yeah, he would pop straight in as our best DM. So he's just gonna go boop. How you doing? But I might. What else can Parks do? Parks can be an advanced playmaker or a Carolero. But do I want to have a Carolero and a Mazzala in non-league football? I don't think so. So I'll probably leave him as a deep line playmaker and leave him as an anchorman. Also, I forgot to mention my chairman brought in a head of youth development. And he's quite good. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving him in charge of the under 18 general training and individual training. There's literally nobody in my under 18s, so it makes no difference. But he is obviously going to be bringing in players in the in March when we get our youth intake, and he is going to be doing the matches for the under 18s, and he's going to be managing their friendlies as well, obviously. Speaking of, I will not be taking control of friendlies. That is going to be my assistant manager. I think I've set my assistant manager to do that. but I've left the chairman to decide if he wants to hire or fire the director of football, because I am going to hands off leave the director of football do pretty much everything that he can, except for he's going to be the one deciding on what our scout team's doing. But the chief scout, he's not very good, he will be updating me on players that the scouts have found, and he's going to handle the scout. He's going to tell me about the scout meetings. So that is pretty much everything we have right now so far. He's not done too bad. I think he's on 190. Yeah, so he's not, he's not being paid a ridiculous sum of money. He's Indian as well. But yeah, so he's brought in a DM so far, which is good. But like I said, we do need more. You can play at centre back, but not very well. Also, while I was fiddling around, I found out that Yakubu isn't very quick either. So we're in a bit of a situation where we don't have any quick players playing as our centre backs, but there's not much we can do about it right now, unless our director of football, who is Chris Turner, unless he brings somebody in, there's no whole heap we can really do about it for now. So hopefully when I bring you back, there'll be more players, ideally, hopefully. Okay, so it seems that Chris Turner's been at it again. He's brought in a goalkeeper this time, Lucas Kavickas. I have to give him a nickname. I have no idea how to pronounce that. I'm going to assume he's Lithuanian. So let's see. The players or the fans seem happy with him. Ask Walker, the guy he's going to be replacing. Would you like to welcome him? Yeah, you're happy to. Perfect. Not realising that he's going to be the first choice. Probably. He's probably going to be first choice. He was at East Thurrock United. So let's see. I'm going to be playing him as a sweeper keeper on support. So his first touch is crap. Can't kick. He doesn't have a tendency to push the ball. He's terrible at throwing. So he's going to have to be passing. So he's going to have to be... His kicking is crap. Okay, so his distribution is... Oh, he's very eccentric as well. Maybe having him as a sweeper keeper isn't a good idea. Let's see. He's relatively composed. He's quite concentrated. He's quite good at making decisions. He's quite good command of his area as well. And he's good communication. And he is Lithuanian. He's terrible vision. Basically blind. But he is relatively fast. But he has terrible stamina. That's fine. He's played 123 games for East Thurrock. Started his career in Barnsley. Oh, okay. Before I went off to Lithuania, and now he's with us. So yeah, and he's a little bit of potential to grow as well, so that's good. So he's a good player for most National League South teams. Potential to be a leading goalkeeper in the division. He's considered good at shot stopping, so that's good. And he's not overly determined, but at least he's balanced personality, so that's fine. So before I forget to do this, I'm just going to set him to sweeper keeper on support, so you can just learn that. And why not learn to be better at passing? Because your first touch is 1. And he's also made an offer for Armani Daly. Oh, actually, I'm just going to change his name now because I will forget. And the next time I say his name, I'll be like, who? I'm just going to call him Little. Okay, so what I'll do is always bring him on a trial. Okay. That's fine. So yeah, when he makes any more changes. Oh, actually, before I do that, we did have a game against Watford and we got, I wouldn't say hammered. We were convincingly beaten, but not destroyed. So how's that done? Woo, we've made money. Gate receipts. We had nearly 38,000 in gate receipts. And we've sold a good few season tickets, and we've almost the same amount of money in match day income. Okay, so pre-season's going well so far. We are currently spending more wage-wise than we have available, and I've taken all the transfer budget out and put it into wage budget. So, okay, so yeah, I bring you back if and when hopefully he brings in more players. So brings in a goalkeeper when we didn't really need a goalkeeper, but at least he's bringing in players. So I have actually put 2 players. Darren Ward's injured again, so it is fact that he's going to be injured every time we play a game. I have listed Joe Howe and Tom Hamlin to try and get him to, push him on to, gently, just nudging, like, we need fullbacks, we need centre-backs, stop bringing in goalkeepers and bringing wingers in, or, well, not even wingers, midfielders in on trial. So, yeah, like I said, I will bring you back if and when he decides to make any more transfers. So, Chris Turner has been added again. He's brought in, this time, a fullback, Jason Akioto. Sorry, my cat is making a good bit of noise. As you've already seen, it's my cat Cur. So yeah, he's brought in a fullback. He's 20. Okay, so he's bringing in young players. And the fans seem fairly happy about it. So okay, let's ask the guy who's going to be taking the place of. Don't see why not. Perfect. So he's getting 375 quid a week, which I think, before we look at that, yeah, it's pushed us way over. Oh, okay. So let's see if he's any good. Alright, well, he's a left back. He can play in central midfield as well. And he's a winger. 2 crossing. He's quick. Good passing. Not great marking. 14 decisions is quite good. He's quite good at tackling. It's terrible anticipation, but okay. Let's see. Has potential to be a 5-star, which is good. Has potential to be a League 2 player in the future. It's a physical player, okay? Lacks determination. Oh no. Alright, balanced. Determination of 4. Alright, needs to play for Palace. Okay, so not terrible. But he definitely comes in. He's our best left back, which is good. Is he better at anything? No, he's not. He's not perfect at anything, but he's better than what we have, so that's good. He did bring a player in on trial. His name was Armani Daly, and he didn't bother signing him. He's not better than what we have, but he would have definitely been good enough to come in as a right wing, at least right wing backup, if not starter ahead of, right wing instead of Osborne, and he would have been a good backup maybe for left wing, but he didn't bother bringing him in. He left him just, come in on trial for a week and then went, nah, okay. So yeah, so as it stands, we have 3 players after coming in. Still no strikers. We only have 2 strikers? 3 strikers, but the 17-year-old is definitely not good enough to play for us at the minute. So, and our next game is in the league tomorrow. So we'll start that game, or I bring you back in, and Danny Ward's injured again. So this is going to be the main issue, is him picking up injuries every single time he plays. So, that's a pain. But alright, what I'll do is I'll bring you back when we get to the game, and hopefully we do well against Chippingham. Also, what I did actually forget to do was show you what the season preview saw. So we're actually up to 10th now, but we were originally predicted to finish 11th. And the only players that were in the key players, Billy Clifford is still there. Parks was the other one. Have we got anyone else coming in? No. So it's just us two in the key players. So just I bring you back in a second or two for ye, but we will. I'll see, will he bring anyone else in? Although I seriously doubt he will. Not before tomorrow anyway. I don't think he will, but if he does, I'll let you know. Okay, so the first game of the season is upon us. We're playing Chippenham Town. Just out of curiosity, where would Chippenham supposed to be finishing? 13th. Okay, so this should be a relatively close game, I suppose. He hasn't brought any new players in since, so we are going with the same team that started the last game. Although I am thinking, do we just leave Darren Ward play? Yeah, I will. So this is the team we're starting with. The backup goalkeeper threw a little hissy fit because I've decided to transfer list him because we have Bonnes. I'm just going to set a nickname to him because every time I look at his name, I think of Boneless. So Danny Boneless is just as good. So I'm going to leave Walker sit on the bench, but he probably won't play. And if Little does get injured, I'll just bring in Boneless. So yeah, we are going to go through the team. So we've got Little in goal. We've got our new left back Akito. Left back Yakubu, Ward and Doyley playing in defence. Actually, Riemann is not fully fit. Yeah, so I'm going to play Calacozy instead. Parks, who's not completely match fit, but I'll play him and I'll take him off if needs be. Clifford's going to play alongside him. We have Watt and Osborne. And then we have Roberts up front. Hopefully but I do actually need to put a centre back on the bench then, don't I? Okay. So Cawley is going to be the one that gets sacrificed. So Hamlin, even though he's on the transfer list, is going to be sat on the bench because Ward is going to have to come off at some point, I would assume. Other than that, we are good to go. So we are favourites for this game. So hopefully we do the business and win our first game. I know he's not match fit, but he's going to play. So don't think. Yeah, is there anyone in the team? Is that Nathan Jarvis? Not Jarvis. Okay. Don't think I've ever heard of him, but he looked familiar. Yeah. So overcomplicate things. Okay, no. Passionate. Okay, they know. Alright, let's give him a bit of faith. The midfielders seem happy, and yeah, okay. So me in my green, white, and gold suit because I'm Irish. Come on, oh, the Irish. So hopefully everything goes according to plan, but I don't normally have that. I have the league table. Yeah, the league table is usually up here, and I normally have latest scores down here. So Dulwich are already winning, and there we go. I was going to say it's been a very quiet game, but we've finally had shots. And we're not really maintaining possession, but we don't really need to be fair. So let's hope that we get something. Is anything going to happen? No? What I should check is everything. Yeah, everything's fine. we're not really doing anything. Neither team are really doing anything. We've had 2 shots on target, whereas they've had none, but they've had more shots. Parks with 17 free kicks. Ooh, off the crossbar. So we're going to go into halftime having seen one highlight. One highlight. Parks is exhausted. Ward is what's error prone. Yeah, but don't really have anybody we can bring on for him. So morale boost. Yeah. Nobody seems to care. Okay. So Parks is quite tired. Do I want to take him off now, or will I leave him on for a little while longer? I'm gonna leave him on for. I'll take him off at the hour. Once we get to the hour, I'll probably take him and Ward both off to show some passion. Okay, they're fired up. So my striker's not playing well either. Ward and Parks are both exhausted. Parks is getting anxious. Okay. 63 minutes, I'll take him off. The only person we can really bring on is Cotter. I've been looking at you as more of a yeah, well, I'll send Clifford to the deep lane playmaker, and I'll make him just central midfielder on support. And who else are they going to take Ward off? He's shattered, and he's super injury prone. But do I want to risk it? Do I risk it for a chocolate biscuit? I think I do. Is there anyone else? Nobody else is playing well. So, well, you can only play a right wing. Because I was going to say I could take Watt off and bring on no. So that is what we are going to sit with for now, and then maybe I take Roberts off at 70 minutes maybe and bring on Olide. Okay, we have to do something. What I'm going to do actually is make you an advanced, maybe not an attack, make you advanced playmaker on support. And can what can play up front? I was thinking about swapping to a 4-3-3, but no. Yeah, Phillips can come off. You want to be a target man? How tall? You're only 6 foot tall. But you want to be a pressing forward on defend? I don't think so. Go on, be a target man. Okay. It's going to demand more and see how that affects. Okay, they're focused. Okay. So the roll of dice is working. But I think we're going to end up Watt's pressured, but Watt has been playing terribly anyway. Slough are winning 4-0. Chelmsford and Torquay 3-3. People who showed up to our game are going to be like, the 511 fans like, oh, I took Parks off. I was like, why is Clifford taking the free kick? But okay. So who got man of the match? Their centre back. He's going to let them know they weren't good enough. He played well, so he's going to say, I'm pleased. Yeah, keep him happy. Sanchez, what? Assertively, you are not good enough today. And Philip Roberts, I almost call it Patrick Roberts. You let yourself. Alright, whatever. Okay, so at the end of the first game, we were a bit toothless, but we still managed to come away with something, I suppose. Bailey Clifford made his Hemel Hempstead debut. I thought he was making his full debut. And a couple of other players made their debuts as well. So that was quite a short game. So I might do a second one. What I'll do first is I'll just check to see. I've not been recording that long, have I? No, we leave it at the first game. So thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all that good jazz. And thank you fellas for watching, and I'll see you